doing, guys and gals? This is Doug Wilson from Hawk Customs Outddoors. So today I'm driving up to the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to take a little backpacking trip, just a few days, and I'd very much like it if you guys came along. And what I want to do is I want to document a typical backpacking trip without the dog. So if you guys stay tuned, we'll get right to it. I'm pulling into one of my favorite spots on the way to the trail, and I just wanted to show this to you guys. This is cool, right? This is one of those simple pleasures in life, at least for this guy it is. See the guy with the chainsaw down there? He's sculpting. I don't know what he's sculpting, but see the Bigfoot sculpture over there to the left? Now I'll bet you guys thought that I pulled in here to show you all these beautiful sculptures and the guy working on the sculptures and the bear sculpture. That's one of my favorites, right? You think I pulled in here to show you all this stuff, but actually I gotta take a pee. I just can't do it here. Too many people. All squared away in the Jeep Rubicon. So, nature calls. I'm still driving up to the trail. As I was calling nature, I came across these. Let me show you here. See if I can climb up here without busting my ass. I came across these fungi. Hey, there's one there. There's a couple down there. See them? Now, these are commonly mistaken for horseshoe fungus. There's a couple over there. See them down there in the tree? Now, these are all hardwoods. These are actually what we call bracket fungus. And they're pretty common on the East Coast. I'll post a little picture right here. That is horseshoe fungus, or horse hoof fungus. Just a little tidbit of the day. There's the Appalachian Trail right there. We just passed it. where it crosses over this particular road. The Appalachian Trail crosses over a lot of roads around here. So you could be driving on one road, cross it once, drive on another road, cross it again. No, we're still not there yet. It won't be long, maybe another 20 minutes. So this is the Micho State Forest in Pennsylvania. Let me show it to you here. Here's the sign. Micho State Forest, Pennsylvania, Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, Bureau of Forestry. Be careful with fires! Okay, so this is the Micho. Damn Mongolians! I'm kind of in a goofy mood today. Sometimes it's okay to be in a goofy mood. As long as that goofiness doesn't get anybody in trouble or hurt. Damn Mongolians! This is an absolutely beautiful area, full of cedars, pines, hardwoods. I mean, you run the gambit here of trees and flora and fauna. All types of good tinder in here and resources. I love coming up here. Pine needle tea. Oh, oh, damn Mongolians. Trying to hold this camera still. Oh man, look at that stream. Oh, this place is gorgeous. I love it up here. We're going to be near the Antietam shelter. I don't think we're going to be at the shelter. We're going to be a little bit further than that. So. Oh. All high speed in the Jeep Rubicon. No, he didn't. We got here at the same time?
Yep, I guess so.
Liz didn't come with you?
She's thinking about it still, but it's definitely a maybe at best.
What do you got her in that container right there?
Yeah, I got a couple of camp mats and then the teepee shelter. Good stuff, man.
All right, brother. I'm gonna park and unload.
I hear ya.
I'm shooting this great video of our weekend.
Sounds good.
All right, so I'm getting ready to hit the trail. I don't have to walk that far, but I wanted to show you guys about these internal frame backpacks. Now, this is an Osprey Aether 70, but a lot of internal frame backpacks are like this. They are designed to ride on your hips. And basically what I do is I get the pack on my back, right? And then I lean forward and pull the pack up. I clip the hip belt in, and then I pull the cinch straps until that pack is riding square on the top of my hips. Okay? Now it is going to bunch your clothing up. All right, don't worry about this. It's not a fashion show, right? Okay? And then you can see, right? There's no load on my shoulders. None, right? 90-95% of this load is being carried by my hips and my legs, which is the strongest part of your body, right? That's pretty smart, right? So anyway, none. All I do now is adjust it so that the pack pulls up against my my back, right? And then I clip the sternum strap, and what that does is it just distributes the load and pulls the shoulder straps in. And then later, if I'm doing a lot of hiking, I'll undo that sternum strap and it'll release pressure from this area and put pressure on another area so that I don't get fatigued in any one area for too long. There's a lot of adjustability in these suspensions, and the suspension basically is the hip belt, the shoulder straps, the load lifter straps, which are this is one right here. The load lifter just pulls the load into your back, makes it nice and stable, right? All right, so that's the way the pack's supposed to ride, just like this. All right. Huh? Pretty cool, huh? Hey, check this out. Look at the knife on the back of the pack. Is she a beaut or what? Here. Oh my. Courtesy of Brenton Good at Quick Hatch Knives. We're going to be doing a review of this knife this weekend. I can't wait to work with this knife. It is beautiful. Now, I'm not huge on a really pretty knife, right? But if I get one, I'm honored to get a really pretty knife like this that I hear is tough. So we're going to find out. Here's a failed attempt at a bushcraft shelter. Pretty cool, huh? All right. I think that shelter was made by the little gnomes that live around here, just practicing a bit of bushcrafting skills. I tell you, it's pretty chilly today. It's got to be, I didn't check the temperature, but right now I'd be willing to bet it's 28 degrees, 27 degrees. So I brought the now I brought the Western Mountaineering down bag with me with the extension on it. All right, the Appalachian Trail goes that way, or it goes this way. So I think we're going to take this way. We're Doc Simmons, he's a doctor friend of mine, invited me out for the weekend. Imagine that, somebody who actually likes me, huh? And he wants to try out his new wood stove teepee. So I can't wait to see it. I've slept in guide tents before, but never a teepee like this. So this ought to be exciting. You guys will be able to come along for the ride. Let's back up here. A trail diverges in the woods. Which route shall I take? I shall take the one less traveled. That's Grizz philosophy from the bear man himself, Bob. My nose is already starting to run. I tell you, it's not too often that I wear a watch cap, because I tell you, there's only one thing these things are good for, man. Watching. I do a lot of watching when I'm wearing this cap. I mean, after all, it's a watch cap. A little bit of goofy humor for you. Well, here we are. We're back at Antietam Shelter again. Imagine that. So this is Doc Simmons stuff. I guess that's his teepee tent and whatnot. We're close enough to the parking lot where we can lug this gear down here. I don't know, maybe 300 yards, something like that. Antietam Shelter. Oh, like coming back to a good woman. Look, the remnants of the scissor snare. It's like somebody took the paracord off, because I left it set last time. This isn't a trap that can hurt anyone, you know. So not like a windlass that take your damn hand off if you're not careful. Look, somebody set up a little fire for us. Isn't that nice? All right, give you a 360. Oh, the man of the hour. Doc, you picked a cold one. Hey, that's a nice knife hanging around your neck. Let's check this out. What are we working with, Doc? Who made that?
Fallmeason WM1.
Very nice.
Nice.
That is sweet. That was pretty easy to Kydex because of that finger choil.
Yeah, I've got pretty small hands, and so there's not a lot of knives that are comfortable, but
Good.
that works out. And then got the altitude
It's working out for you?
on there. Oh yeah, I'm happy with it.
Good.
For sure.
Very good.
Yeah, I like it.
I got your other two. They're up in the car. I'll go get them. So the area that we picked to put up the tent teepee is right by Antietam Creek. So we can draw water from here. And we got this whole area to play with. Here's a creek feeding into it, coming in this way. I tell you, usually when I come up here in the winter, this whole area, all these rocks are covered with water, all the way up to this tree right here. So the water's down. We haven't had a lot of snow, so not a lot of snow melt. But it's still cold, right? So I would say it's 30 degrees now. Probably going to dip down tonight. One side I blued, the other side I did not. I'm doing a little test on the cold gun bluing just to see how, you know, rust resistant it really is. So. This thing's amazing. Thermarest Neo Air Extern. Oh, don't know, it's got an R value of like, what, 5.6 or something? Yeah, it's warmer than anything else I've used. I'm surprised they get all that R value out of something that weighs, you know, less than a pound, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, I think I'll put my that in there so it doesn't fly away. I think I was a clown in a different life. All these colors. Downright palatial. Hit the surface is. Here's the firebox for the 10 TP. And here she blows, matey. That thing's big, Doc. The vents up at the top are highly adjustable. I mean, you can get some real good airflow. And you put the firebox in the middle in there, and you build a little fire in it. A little fire. Should we stress little fire?
Yeah, you don't want to burn off the top.
You don't want to burn the sill nylon. They also make this in a lightweight, what is it, 2040 cotton duck?
It's, yes, cotton polyester.
Cotton polyester blend.
Heavy, but breathable.
Yeah, but breathable. Huh. Cool. Fancy feast, darling. Fancy feast. There we go. You can't really see the flame, but it's lit. It's what's for dinner. Let's see. Open package. Tear at notch, remove and discard oxygen absorber. Do not eat oxygen absorber. Seizures will immediately follow. That's cute. Alright, looks good, man. Looks good. Shit. Sold. Have you ever had the lasagna with meat sauce out in the house?
I think I have.
I'm getting ready to eat it.
It's got like noodles with pieces about yay big.
Yeah. Alright, I guess this is about the time I'm going to add some spices to my meal. So I always add a little bit of red pepper. I love red pepper. Hot red pepper. So order Put a little bit of this in, just a little. I don't like it too hot. Just a pinch. There we go. Just a pinch. Yeah, maybe a pinch more. This was my father's influence. He liked hot food too. My father passed away a few years ago. A couple of years now. So, what else we have? I got another bag around here somewhere. Here it is. And garlic. Garlic is good for what ails you. Food is medicine. Medicine is food. Alright, so a bunch of garlic. Love garlic. I love garlic. Alright, a bunch of garlic. I get the granulated kind. You know, the actual chunks of garlic. Alright, close it up so no dirt gets in it. That's it. We wait for our water to boil. Hell no. Handy dandy MSR pot grippers. Really don't need them with this titanium pot. This is Snow Peak 700 mil titanium pot with lid. The lid doesn't want to seem to stay on there too well. I guess it could double as a dwarf's frying pan, but yep, she's a burlin'. That's a pretty burl. Look at that. Oh man, that is crazy. Crazy boil. Look at that. Crazy boil out of an alcohol stove. The elusive alcohol boil. You seen it here first. You saw it here first. You seen it here first. The elusive alcohol boil. Alright, so got a rolling barrel. All high speed at Antietam Shelter. Okay, so I got a guesstimate here. I'm pretty sure I can guesstimate 6 ounces. So let's take this, and the stove's still going. All right, so guesstimate 6 ounces. Nah, that's about 6 ounces. All right, and she's burling again. The only thing with alcohol stoves, they have a really small base, so you have to be careful or you'll knock that bad boy over and you'll scald yourself. So you got to make sure when you put the pot on, it's on there well. All right, so get my spoon out. Vargo extra long titanium spoon. That's where it's at, right there. I think I said that before. Alright, do a little stirrage here. Get some stirrage going. I think I might have to add a little bit more water. I like it a little thicker. I'll tell you, I don't usually eat these Mountain House meals. They're delicious. Some of them taste like crap, but I'm pretty sure this one's going to taste pretty good, because the doc says they're pretty good. So I don't usually eat them, but somebody gave me a couple of these for Christmas. My uncle did. Alright, so I'm going to leave it here to hydrate. I think what I'll do is I'll put it in my hat. You want to insulate these things, you know, so they heat up, you know, so they stay warm. And then let me see if I can get some coffee burling here. I might have enough room for coffee. This sour jelly bellies. I'm not going to show you these. These are, that's secret. That's secret stuff there. That's Spec Ops stuff. You can't, you guys aren't ready for that. Got a little bit of coffee. Sometimes I drink fresh ground right out here. Sometimes I use these French roast from Starbucks, these little satchels. I tell you, I can't tell the difference between this and fresh brewed. A little bit of sugar. I use that sugar in the raw sugar. It's a little better for you. None of that sugar is really good for you, so, but it sure does make things taste nice. Yes, sir, Bob. Okay, only takes a little dab will do you. Okay, put that back in the ditty bag, and then my magic ingredient is, see if I can find it here. Oh yeah, let's see what we got here. I got bacon and eggs for breakfast tomorrow. What the hell? What did I do with it? I hope I brought it. It is, let's see what we got here. Oh, that ain't it. There it is. Secret ingredient. This is powdered whole milk. Whole milk. You don't get this stuff in the grocery store. You got to buy it online. It's special. So get some of this in there. I like a good chunk of that, just to whiten up the coffee a little bit. There we go. All right. Ooh, damn. Give some to the worms. There we go. All right. And I'm gonna get ready and eat. Guys aren't ready for them. That's secret stuff there. All right. Get some barrel and mortar in there. Now this is a Tervis cup, 16-ounce Tervis tumbler. I've used others. I've used the chute, whatever it's called. I like this. All the cheaper ones I've tried all cracked on me in cold weather. When you take boiling water and you pour it onto plastic at minus 10 degrees or 0 degrees or 10 degrees or whatever, right? It tends to crack. These, I haven't cracked it yet. This one's probably 5 years old, this Tervis, and it's got Cocapelli on it too. Google it. Cocapelli. And I got just enough water there for cleanup. Look at that. And that was about 1 3/4 ounces of alcohol. I probably only needed 1 1/4 ounces to boil more than 2 cups. So oh, hey. How you guys doing? Okay, so you caught me, right? Bears crap in the woods. We do too, right? We have to. So some people have a morning constitutional. Sometimes I have an evening constitutional right after dinner, you know. So, and you know, it's no big deal out here. Take a couple handy wipes with you, a couple of paper towels, some toilet paper, whatever your thing is, right? Clean up and DD mail out of there, right? Just make sure you bury that poo. Bury it under some leaves, dig a hole, just to make sure nobody can get to it, right? Especially animals, all right? So, hey, you caught me. Had to do the number 2. So this is Doug. I'm out of here. I'll tell you guys, it is gorgeous out here. I mean, gorgeous. It got down to, the thermometer said 8 degrees last night. I believe it. I know when it's that cold because I can't leave my water outside for even a couple of hours. It's got to be inside the sleeping bag with me, or real close to me under the sleeping bag, something like that. But it froze, right? And I tell you, my water usually doesn't freeze, especially in the drink tube, right, of my platypus system, until it reaches about 25 degrees, and it's been sitting out there for hours. But it froze solid last night, so I had to bring it inside the bag with me to thaw it out. Which is no big deal, but when you're nice and toasty warm in a 0 degree Western Mountaineering Kodiak MF, if you're nice and warm in one of those, you don't want anything cold getting in that bag with you. It's just, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
I wasn't coming out.
I have a pee bottle.
Okay.
You know, I don't get out of that sleeping bag at night, especially when it's this cold. You know, I pee in that bottle and just right out the door.
I didn't even think about coming out that tent.
No.
Shit, I got some ground right there.
I learned that tip when I was probably 12 years old, watching a mountaineering thing. When mountaineering,
Right.
I tell you, when I was a kid, I liked to watch that kind of stuff.
Right.
Mountaineering, backpacking, you know, that outdoor stuff. Guys parachuting, and I learned that those guys up on them mountains, they carry a dedicated pee bottle. They don't get out of their sleeping bags. They pee right in that bottle and right out in the snow.
Cold, man.
The dishes are done. That's all it takes. These Tervis cups are very convenient out here. All you gotta do is swish them out and they're ready for the next meal. There's no washing pots and pans, and you know, I don't bring plates and forks and, you know, a whole bunch of carabiners and this and that and bulbs and bits and bulbs. Just bring what you need to have a decent time, you know? I don't eat these very often, but these are good. I mean, really good. This is scrambled eggs with bacon. Oh, man. I'll show you what it looks like. I tell you, I don't know, it looks appetizing to me, but I don't know if it would to you guys. Check that out. You see that? Little bacon bits and egg, and I'll get some on a spoon and show it to you. I mean, I think that's just cool how they do that. I could literally eat this 3 times a day. That's how good this is. Be good if I had a biscuit with it. Oh. And I'm eating lunch right now, right? So Doc Simmons has gone home. So I decided to stay the day, and I'll go home in the morning. It was cold as hell last night. I mean, here it is, almost March in Pennsylvania, and it got down to like 7, 8 degrees last night. Fahrenheit. Crazy shit. I have determined that using an alcohol stove out here and carrying one, the stove itself is lighter, right? However, I've probably gone through, between yesterday and today, 9 ounces worth of fuel already, right? And in one of those canisters for my reactor, it's 8 ounces. That thing lasts me 4 or 5 days, boiling twice a day. So it's a lot quicker with the reactor, the MSR reactor. The alcohol stove boils water in like 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes, something like that. So in my opinion, you're wasting fuel. It's not an efficient burn, right, with an alcohol stove. And if you add it all up and you compare, I think the reactor is going to be your best bet for weight. Even with the fuel bottle, you're still carrying, for 3 days, you're still carrying 12 ounces of fuel out here. That's crazy. 13 ounces, something like that. So, I don't know. I like my reactor, and it boils water a lot quicker. Yeah. I've tried alcohol stoves. They're fun. They're cool. The stove itself is lightweight, but the fuel's not. I should have bought 3 of these. I'd eat all 3 of them right now. I add garlic and hot red pepper to everything, except for oatmeal and stuff. But I feel like a dog. I want to get every last bit of it. All right, so I mean, you know, the idea of this video here is, you know, I came out to do a knife review of my quick hatch bushcrafter that Brent and Good built for me. It's a signature Yellow Hawk edition. But I also came out to show you guys a typical backpacking trip, the things I eat, what I do, you know, how I do it. So anyway, this is Mountain House, right? Mountain House? Yeah, Mountain House. Mountain House bacon and eggs with bacon. I'm sorry, scrambled eggs with bacon. Absolutely delicious. Bar none, just delicious. I could eat 3 or 4 of these. 1.5 servings. I could eat like 4 of them. Anyway, there's that. So, like I said, I don't usually eat this kind of stuff. I got a bunch of them for Christmas from a friend of mine. So tonight is Louisiana beans and rice from the Backpackers Camp Pantry. Since 1951, Backpacker's Pantry has been an innovation leader. Has been an innovation leader in delivering the finest tasting foods to outdoor enthusiasts worldwide. Our lightweight, delicious meals are packed with nutrition to fuel even the most extreme adventures, and they require only minimal preparation to enjoy. So, there you go. It is cold. I'm gonna have a wee bit of breakfast in bed because it's freezing out there. So, let me get a little bit of this here. Actually, I should move the camera over a little bit. Just a little. You can see what's going on. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Let's start. I sleep with my alcohol, right? So what I do is I take it from a bigger container, a 12-ounce container, and I put it in this little 2-ounce container. And it takes me about 1.75 ounces to boil 3 cups of water. So, put that in here in the Fancy Feast stove. Get it all, because this is all I have left. I'm lucky I'm leaving this morning. Now I need a lighter. I've got to get a lighter. There it is. Whew, I gotta put a hat or something on. I'm freaking cold. There we go. This is what I sleep in. This is a fleece balaclava, and I sleep in it. And I tell you what, I don't know how cold it got last night. Not as cold as it was the night before. The night before it got down to like 10 degrees or something. It was pretty cold. Last night, maybe 20. But still, chilly. Okay, I think the water's ready. Ooh, she's a burling. Oh yeah, so I'm talking about, baby. Get me some hot water up in here. Pour it in the old Tervis tumbler. The old Tervis tumbler. I'll put it back on top of the stove, I think. Like I said, you gotta be careful, that stove. If you don't put it right in the middle, that whole pot of boiling water is gonna be spilling all over for you. I slept pretty good last night. Like I said, probably got into the 20s at least. And coffee. The elixir of life. The elixir of life, mind you. Woo! But this sleeping bag's rated to 0 degrees, and it's what they call an overstuff. So it's got like 8-9 more ounces of down spread throughout it. So it takes me down to about -5, maybe -10. I have slept in temperature, maybe -15, -20 in this bag, and that's pushing it. That's pushing it. I can stay warm if I like put a down coat on and sleep, or put thermal pants on, you know, something thicker than these lounge pants that I wear. And I tell you, this is what I sleep in, right? See these pants? These are lounge pants from Kmart or Walmart. Polyester lounge pants. No cotton. You don't want any cotton for the winter, right? I also want to dispel a myth on this. A couple of videos ago, I made a comment that you lose 75% of your heat through your head and neck. Well, it depends on how you look at it. The reason why outdoor enthusiasts, outdoor experts, guides, people like that say that you lose 75% of your heat through your head and neck is because when most people venture out, a lot of times they don't put a hat on, right? And this is about a hat and something to cover up your neck. And I think that's what we mean by that. If you're all bundled up, you got, insulated socks, you got, insulated pants on, insulated jacket, and you're out there and you don't have anything on your head or your neck, you're losing about 75% of your heat at that point through your head and neck, right? I mean, that's logical, right? But to say that black and white, you lose 75% of heat through your head and neck, without explaining yourself first, people might not understand what you mean by that. Because if you're laying here naked, you're not losing 75% of your heat through your head and neck. You're losing heat everywhere, right? Pretty much the same throughout your body, right? So that's what they mean by that. 75% of your heat is lost through your head and neck if it's exposed. That's what we're talking about. And the rest of your body's covered. Okay? So that's what we mean by that. Okay, guys. I appreciate you guys coming along on this camping trip with me. Actually, backpacking / camping trip. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.